Let's just check out how the markets did react with Ingrid Willinge. Ingrid, any real surprise in this decision, do you reckon?
Well, I don't think so much in the decision, but perhaps the statement was a little more hawkish than expected, and that did mean the ASX lost about 0.5% today as the RBA did hike those rates. You can see they're closing at that level. That was a little bit of a surprise, but we did see, as expected, the real estate and banks take a hit. They are the interest rate sensitive sectors on the markets. They did close weaker, dragging the rest of the market down. Some of the best performers today, though, I'll take you through that. Whitehaven Coal, it had a solid session. It was up about 2%, along with the rest of the coal space. Beach Energy also up for a second day in a row after WeBuild was recruited for that Waitsia gas plant. Analysts out with notes, pretty happy with that. Beach up about 3%. And St Barbara, a bunch of other gold plays also continuing to rise today. Largely, once again, this is an interest rate story. As you know, we suspect central banks aren't done with rate hikes, and the RBA made that clear today. So you can see St Barbara up about 1.5%. On the flip side, some of the worst performers today, the banks, they swung to a loss after the RBA decision, as mentioned. You can see there also the three of the big four banks, but also ARB, one of the worst performers after a market update. The car accessories maker reported an over 5% decline in sales revenue for the first half as reporting season continues. That's down about 12.4%. It was the worst performer on the market. Real estate fund manager Centuria Capital down after reporting a slightly lower first half profit, weaker by about 6%, and Zip weaker as well as the buy now, pay later space continues to struggle with the higher interest rates. And OpenPay, of course, officially falls into receivership and sacks 80 people, as we heard this week. And of course, we have to look at the Aussie dollar chart. Just as the RBA hiked rates today, we saw the Aussie spike significantly, and it's held on to those gains as we head into the close here at 69.32 US cents. That obviously largely to do with what we saw in the statement rather than the very much expected 25 basis point hike we saw.